Man, it's been a day.
Yep.
You know, those elotes, man, I'm going to have to cut down on those things, you know.
Yeah, they're good, but if you eat them too much, they will make you sick.
Yeah, man, they start messing with my stomach today. It had me in the bathroom a couple of times.
Yeah.
I've been hurting. Been hurting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, but I was thinking, man, I like music.
Mm-hmm.
I love music. And I grew up on rap and hip hop and stuff like that. And you know, everybody always giving a top 10. And so I was just wondering, like, what is your top 10 rap artist ever?
Yeah.
Like your best top 10 ever in the game.
Yeah, it's tricky because there are people that have different styles, and I like artists for different reasons. But I would have to say number one, because I don't necessarily have a 10. I have like a top 5. I don't really like listen. I don't even think I listen to 10 rappers, to be honest.
You don't listen to 10 rappers ever?
Nah, because I don't have a genre that I listen to. I have favorite artists. So if I have an artist that I like, I listen to that artist versus like a certain genre. So I might have, if I like the genre, it's normally because I like the artist. So
okay.
So my top number one, I have to put Zero up there as number one, just because the dude makes real music and he raps as well, and his rhyme schemes are like, his writing is really good. Like whenever he writes a song, it's similar to like what we do.
You know, that's different
when we write scripts.
I mean, but yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
I mean, because most people wouldn't say Zero as a number one.
No, they
as
wouldn't.
far as rap artists.
Yeah, especially my generation. Yeah, because my generation doesn't really, like, it's a little after his time. He came out, he was out 9-4. I was born in 9-4.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm saying, as far as, like, artists, that's not the person you would think that somebody would put one.
Nah, it's usually not. And people look at me like a weirdo when I say it, too. But
yeah, that's
right.
That's your dude. You like
I rock with Zero. Hell yeah. And next, I would have to say this one is a little bit of a throwback, but I think this dude is an all-time great, and I think that his career was cut way too short. But Big L.
Big L. Okay.
Put it on.
Put it on. Yeah, Big L had some go though.
Yeah.
Big L kind of died early. You know what I mean? If he didn't die so early, I think that he would have been more of just a legend, even past that time, over people who knew who he was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just now really kind of like that guy Lil Snoop. He was kind of like actually getting the buzz, everybody hearing about Lil L, you know what I'm saying, Big L. And yeah, that kind of, because that's kind of like even the same thing with the guy Twisted Black out of Fort Worth. You know, he had a nice little following and things, and people was kind of like rocking with him. And then he did that song with Scarface, and then it just kind of was over because he died, you know. So it's one of those things like you just, man, they kind of die too early sometimes.
Yeah. And it would have been great to see what he would have done with his career, because he had some clever rhyme schemes, and he was funny too. He talked about some serious shit, like he talked about drugs and like people getting shot and stuff, but he made it funny. Like he added a little like sense of humor spin to it. Yeah. I rock with Big L.
You rock with Big L.
Yeah.
Okay, so your first is Zero.
Yep.
And your second, coming in a close second, is Big L. Who else you got?
I would say third on the list would be, I'm going to go with Mac Miller. Just because he's a producer as well. He produces his own stuff, and that's kind of what's similar to what Zero does. Zero produces a lot of his own shit too, and I always have a lot of respect for the producer rappers, the people that make their own beats or have some kind of like influence over the mixing process.
Is that because something that you do as well?
Yeah.
I
produce my own stuff as well, so I respect other artists that do that, because I think that's the difference in being I guess like a personality and being actually a musician, because you can just be an artist that has a personality on a microphone, kind of like what a DJ does, and that's it. But I think musicians really understand the music. They sit down, they break it down, they structure it out. They're the ones that understand how the song is created, how it's structured, how it's put together. They know it in and out, and they know how to mix it, and they know how to make it sound right. So it's a lot of respect to Mac Miller for that. And also his raps are just on point. Like his rhyme schemes are on point. He's another dude that a lot of his music is kind of similar to a script. You can tell that he writes treatments, and you can tell that he puts a lot into the pre-production before he actually comes out with the song. He doesn't just like say some nonsense. Like it's very well orchestrated, you know? So that's the reason why I rock with Mac Miller.
Mac Miller coming in third. So who we got next on that list, man? This is a different type of list, I will tell you. I never heard these choices of like top artists, but I mean it's an opinion. It is. It's more of an opinion base. So you know, if anybody want their top 10, you know, be told, you know, you can leave it in the comments and stuff, because hey man, tell us what you think about his top 10.
Yeah.
So what you thinking on this next one, man? What you got?
For the next one, man, I could go see, this is where it gets tricky, because there's a lot of people that I think kind of like, this is the part where I can't really say somebody's like better than the next. It's just more about what you're into. Me personally, other than Mac Miller, I would say, I don't really want to put this dude in there, because he hasn't really been around like long enough. I really just put Mac in there because he's late now. Like he passed away, so I really just kind of put him in there for that, and the fact that he is like pretty great. But
it's hard to pick a 4.
Yeah, because I'm going in my head between I'm going in my head between because I'm going in my head between like Eminem and MGK as of right now, because I did it backwards. I should have gone like from like 5th to 1st, but I went from the best to the worst. Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and give that one to Eminem, just because, and I'll put MGK on the last one just because Eminem has been around longer. He's got longevity. I kind of think he needs to hang it up, but I also, like, who am I to tell Eminem to hang the shit up? I think that he kind of is. I think he's got a good sense of humor. A lot of people consider him to be a guest in hip hop because he came up at a time where there wasn't really like a lot of white rappers, and a lot of people look at it like it's more of a black thing. So they always looked at Eminem like he was a guest, and he was one of the original oddballs. Like he was one of the first ones to look like he didn't belong, and he kind of created his own path and made his own way, and he made a way for a lot of people that like are different, not just people that are white, but people that have like weird styles and shit, you know, like people like a Tyler the Creator or like a Donald Glover.
Tyler is very weird.
Yeah. But Eminem made it cool to be weird. Like he's the hi kids. Do you like violence? You want to see me stick 5-inch knives in my eyelids, some shit like that. He was just a weirdo, you know. And I actually don't think I'm gonna give this last one to MGK. I'm gonna give it to somebody else, because MGK, in my opinion, he had some really dope early mixtapes before he blew up, and he's got some dope tracks. Don't get me wrong, the dude can spit. He's got good bars and everything. I just kind of think that, he's he lacks character. I don't really think that. I think he's kind of all over the place. He switches up with the trend and kind of goes with what's popular. I don't really think he knows who he is. But, man, I'm going to go ahead and give this last one to, shit, man, we'll go ahead and give it to Snoop Dogg. Fuck it.
You gonna get number 5 to Snoop? Yeah, okay, you went from
Mr. Gin and Juice
himself. You went from 0. Then you had, was it Mac Miller next?
No, it was 0, Big L.
Oh yeah, Big L.
Mac Miller.
And then Mac Miller.
Yeah.
And you had Eminem. And now you going with Snoop Dogg.
We going
That's
with Snoop.
your top 5.
Yeah, and I fuck with Snoop. I think you
don't have 5 more?
I got 5 more.
Who you got? Let's try to get the top 10. Let's try to do top 10 of your
all right,
top 10.
Since I got 5 more, I'm gonna go ahead and put Dre where I just put Snoop, and then I'll put Snoop under
After Dre.
Yeah.
How you gonna put Dre before him when Dre didn't write his lyrics? Snoop wrote most of his lyrics.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. Snoop wrote most of his lyrics.
Oh, actually, no, I'm not gonna put Dre in that category because Dre is not technically a rapper. He's an engineer and he's a producer, so I'm not gonna put him in that category. We're just talking about spitters.
I'm just saying spitters.
You
talking about lyrical?
So I'll put Ice Cube.
You gonna put Dre in there?
I'll put Ice Cube in there, and then I'll put Snoop.
So Ice Cube before Snoop.
Yep, Ice Cube.
Why Ice Cube before Snoop?
Because Ice Cube does a lot of the writing, not only for him, but a lot of the artists that he collabs with. He does a lot of the writing, and he also does a lot of ghostwriting. And I also think that not only does he make an impact on the hip hop culture, but I also think he makes an impact like in his area, like in his city, in his neighborhood, because he's also involved with politics. So,
but I mean, you can't put politics in. We talking about the best spitters. You giving different reasons.
All right, I'll just put Ice Cube in there because he's a great storyteller.
Because he's a great storyteller.
Yep.
Yeah, because
he's a great storyteller.
So then it's Snoop after Ice Cube.
Yep.
And then who else?
Snoop, and then
you got 4 more, man.
Yeah, we'll go with yeah, because we're talking all time, so this is where it gets tricky because it's all time. Some of these dudes I feel like may be better than others, but I don't know, man. We can go ahead and give the next one to I don't know. Really.
You don't know. He said he had 5 more, and you don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't have a Drake in there. You don't have a Tupac in there. You don't have a Biggie.
Oh wait, let's.
You
go
don't
ahead.
have a hold on. You don't have a Big Daddy Kane. You don't have a Rakim.
No.
I mean, where these people at, man? What about even the Godfather of this thing? You know what I'm saying?
Godfather.
Yeah, KRS-One.
Oh yeah, the Godfather of like
hip hop,
East Coast.
I mean, just hip hop though.
Yeah.
I mean, but because you got to think hip hop was a thing that was started by, people from up north over there in New York and stuff.
Yeah,
and so,
I'm also going off the top of my head. Like, this isn't just like the.
I mean.
Yeah, because some of these dudes I'm not even thinking about. Like, some of them I haven't, like, some of the ones that you've mentioned, I haven't thought of just, like, off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And I could throw Scarface in there because Scarface.
That's what I'm saying.
Scarface and Ghetto Boys, they were the original group in the South. They were the first hip hop group, like, from the South.
Then you got, you got ATL with a lot of music come out of there with a lot of artists and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of artists out there.
We probably could do like a top 10 for each region. Like,
you can do a top 10 for each region. But you got all regions and everybody who talk. But, like people want to always argue who is the top 10 of who they pick as far as like the best artists. I go more lyrically when you really think about that as far as like the lyrics and what they're saying and stuff. I know a lot of people go with Pac. I like Tupac and stuff like that myself. But I'm really into like, I think Biggie, if you want to go lyrically, he only had 2 albums, but they was like monsters.
Yeah.
Like his lyrics is like ridiculous to the point where he was ahead of his time. And now when Pac, I would always put Pac second because Pac really moved you emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Pac put things in perspective of like you felt his pain. Whatever word he was saying out of what he wrote, you believed him.
Yeah.
Even though everything he said probably wasn't actually true, or it could have been some things that was, he didn't believe in, but at the same time when he spoke, it felt like he spoke power into you.
Yeah.
He talked about his thug life stuff, but at the same time he was always empowering. And that came from him, growing up in a household where his mother was a Black Panther and everything like that. So that kind of like his teaching and his upbringing gave him a little bit more culture. I like Nas, so I would go with Nas like on a third, because I think Nas got a lot of lyrics. He's really cold, and that's no knock to like a person like a Jay-Z or something like that. I like Jay-Z. I fuck with Jay-Z. I've been listening to Jay-Z for so long. Like I think he has one. I mean, he really took rap to a different level and stuff like that. I like Rakim. I like Cameron. So I do understand how a lot of this, as far as like putting stuff in order of who better and who, it's reasons why I like everybody. Who I like and what I like is always a different reason of why I like them as an artist. So I think that it becomes a little bit difficult to put that top 10 on it. But if you want to go top 10, like I say, I got Nas third, Jay-Z fourth, then I got fifth. I'll go with, man, that Andre 3000, man, just by itself. And then I go with six at Big Boy. Big Boy, man, that boy has some lyrics. If you the thing about his was so slick, you'll miss it if you wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. And I fuck with him. And then, I like T.I. T.I. got the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Every time he put out a song, he was always, on something.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you talking about Drake. Because I can't put Drake that high, even though Drake is one of the people who, damn near every song that dude get on. That's a hit.
Yeah, no, he definitely has a huge influence on.
God damn it! Every fucking thing he's on is a hit, bro.
Yeah,
like it's crazy because that dude is so talented, but I think I can't put him that high because he don't really write all his lyrics.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would put Wayne above him.
Yeah, and I like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne kind of like got to a point where he was just going all over the place. But I deal with Wayne. I like Wayne. I would actually put Lil Wayne number 9 or something like that. And then as 10, I mean, it's just really hard for top 10. God, it's hard. Because there's a lot of dope artists out there, man, that I fuck with. But I go with Lil Baby right now.
Oh, yeah?
I would.
Okay.
I didn't even like Lil Baby when I first heard him. I thought he was just like really wasn't saying much. But as I started like paying more attention to what he was saying in his lyrics, man, that dude got a lot to say. I fuck with him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be my top 10. I'm more of a classic guy. I heard a lot of music. I come from a lot of things. I wouldn't put like the KRS-Ones them in the top 10 or nothing like that, but I will make sure that they will have their own category of like the pioneers of that.
And if you're gonna put KRS-One in with something, you'd have to put him in with like a K Reno, because the K Reno, like a lot of them on kind of on that conscious like
on that conscious type of rap and stuff. You know, and like you got your Big Daddy Kanes and all those people and stuff. They had their era of music. I kind of grew up outside of that, but I grew up in it, but I was outside of that. You know what I'm saying? So when they were kind of doing their thing, the first rap album I got to hear was my brother playing what's that goddamn NWA, that Niggas with Attitude. I remember when he first got that, and I was like, man, this is dope. This is a dope tape. You know what I'm saying? It was a record. And it was just funny because my mom them didn't even know that they had all that cussing and shit on there. But yeah, because that was before they actually started putting that parental advisory on there.
Yeah.
That stuff they were selling. They were selling those CDs with cuss words and stuff and no warning label.
Yeah, I think that warning label had a lot to do with NWA.
It did.
To be honest,
it did. There was a lot of stuff that kind of changed. Like, but you'll be surprised, like how music has evolved to the point to where it's not even a big deal anymore, that warning label. Even though they still put it on there, but
yeah, it looks like it's supposed to be there.
Yeah, it just looks like it's supposed to be on there.
Yeah, it makes it more official.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have the warning label, your music don't mean shit.
Yeah, your music sucks.
Yeah, your music don't sound like shit.
Hell yeah.
But I would like to try to do something like with the art, like all type of artists. Because I like all type of music. I like all kind of genres and stuff. So it's kind of hard, like you say, to narrow it down to just one thing.
It is, and then when you start thinking about one artist, like 3 or 4 more pop into your head, and you're like, oh, I should have said this or should have said that.
Yeah.
I could put them somewhere. They're dope too.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. But hey, man, that's my top 10. We almost got through your top 10. It got kind of tricky for you around 8. Yeah. But hey, let us know what your top 10 is in the comment. And please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. You know who I am. I'm Kel.
And I'm Jake.
And you have been kicking it with Kel and Jake.